My drug of choice was meth. I never really drank. I think I've been drunk a couple times in my whole life. I smoked a little weed, but for the most part it was meth. That was the drug that made everything go away from me. My addiction has led me to 2 prison terms for minor offenses. I was facing another prison term before I came to Crossing the Jordan Academy. And coming here saved my life. I had a really traumatic childhood. I lived in an environment that no children should ever have to be in. My mom was a heroin addict up until the age of about 14. I basically seen things all growing up that no kid should ever have to see. I can't think of one event from my childhood that led me down the wrong path. It was probably an accumulation of different events of living with a heroin addict, of sexual abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse. I can remember my mom leaving me for weeks at a time at a really young age, like 4 or 5 years old. She'd leave, wouldn't see her for a couple weeks. She would leave me with whoever happened to be in the house at the time. My drug of choice was meth. I never really drank. I think I've been drunk a couple times in my whole life. I smoked a little weed, but for the most part it was meth. That was the drug that made everything go away from me. My addiction has led me to 2 prison terms for minor offenses. I was facing another prison term before I came to Crossing the Jordan Academy. And coming here saved my life. I felt hopeless. I was at rock bottom. I was staying away from all my family. I wasn't seeing my kids. And one day I just was tired of it. I missed my kids. I wanted to be with them. And I knew that I needed help. I've known about Crossing the Jordan Academy for a few years now. My mother would talk to me about it frequently. She would pray that I would come here. I was against it at first because I just didn't want to change. I wasn't ready. Basically, I got to the point of hopelessness, and I knew that I could only change with God. And I knew that God's presence was really strong at Crossing the Jordan Academy. I absolutely do not believe addiction is a disease. I feel like it's a choice like everything else. I've felt like that for probably my entire life. That's why no other type of program like NA or AA has ever been anything that I was willing to put anything into. At the Academy, I've learned that I've let the story in my head control my life for many years. Here, I have hope now. I've learned that I'm valuable. I know that my voice is powerful. I love my job at Crossing the Jordan. I love to be out in the community. I love to serve my community. I've learned a lot better work ethic than I've had in the past. I actually love to get up in the morning every day and go to work. The relationship that I have with my family and children is more amazing than it's ever been. I spend a lot of time with my children. We do fun things. We laugh, we play. I was missing that for a few years when I was in my addiction. I get along really well with my family. And the best thing is that it's on my terms now. I don't have to depend on them for anything. Our relationship is on my terms. I feel like community and being of service is a huge part of me staying sober and clean. It's an amazing feeling to have so many people around you as a support group. There's always someone that you can lean on and talk to and just kind of bounce stuff off of. I'm so excited about my future. I have my kids back in my life. I have the woman of my dreams that I'm gonna marry. I get to be a father to her kids also. I'm super excited about life. My name is John Bishop, and this is my full disclosure.